With us today is Anna Loiselle, a good friend of our show. She is a professional matchmaker and relationship coach here in Albuquerque and does a lot of work both here and all over the country, helping people with their relationships, their marriages, putting people together, and hoping love happens. Good to see you again.
Thank you. Thanks for having
Nice
me
to have
again.
you back.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, you've got a new thing going on here. And that's what
A new thing.
Yeah, a new thing. We're going to talk about it today. First of all, your background. You help couples work on their relationship. Plus, you do some matchmaking and things like that, and I've done it for many years.
Yes, I am a relationship coach, and I also own a matchmaking business here in Albuquerque. But my passion is coaching couples, working with couples, helping them have successful relationships. And so I'm a coach, I'm not a therapist. And
Right.
I see.
yeah.
How is the relationship climate right now? Maybe just in Albuquerque or everywhere? Because right now, I was just telling one of my friends earlier, I was like, it seems like everybody's getting married or having babies, and
Yeah.
Oh, and you're feeling left out?
I'm like, I'm not in a rush.
Oh, okay. All right. So the climate is in, are more people getting married than usual?
Yeah, it seems like it
Yeah.
to me.
I don't know. I don't know. I see people who are typically already married
Okay.
in my coaching practice. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It would be interesting if we could even find a statistics out. I guess you could look up
Yeah.
marriage licenses.
Yeah, I
That
guess
would
you
be
could.
interesting. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
What kind of work are you doing with couples, and specifically, they're bringing you their problems or their issues, or their we're not on the same page kind of issues, and you work them through that.
Yeah,
what you
correct.
do?
Right. So my approach, coaching is different than therapy.
Sure.
Therapy, is working with diagnosed or dysfunctions. We know
Sure.
that there's something going on with an individual that they need support in. And there's a little bit of crossover, so people get a little funny about the definition. But
Yeah.
but coaching is really about taking couples who say, we're mentally healthy, but we want a brighter future.
We know there's
Right.
more.
Yeah, we're having trouble getting along. We are overreactive. Somebody's upset a lot, that sort of a thing. So those are the things that I work on.
What's probably the biggest issue that you see that couples have?
Generally, it's just overreactivity. Being overreactive when it comes to something that our spouse does.
Yeah.
The other is, and so then that creates problems with the communication, because then instead of speaking to our partner about what's happening inside of us, geez, I'm really scared, geez, I'm really frustrated, can be more of an attack.
Right.
More of an attack, so, you're a blah, 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 and I can't
you're
stand
this.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Just a back and
Yeah,
forth.
well,
Yeah,
the
a lot
finger
of
pointing
this.
and the name calling starts.
Yeah, the name calling, yes, I like that. The finger point, well, I don't like it, but that's what happens, the finger
yeah.
pointing, a lot of blaming. And so then, we become defensive. I mean, our mind is wired for that. If it sees us as
Sure.
a perceived attack, because it is a
You're gonna
perceived,
defend yourself.
you're going to defend yourself. So teaching couples to not start that way, to be more in control of themselves, so that they can speak in a way that their partner's likely to hear them. So that's really what I do.
The term I hear a lot is there's a fair way to fight. There's not a fair way to fight if you're a couple. So if you have a dispute with your spouse, what's the best way, in your opinion, to get it on the table and get some resolution? It depends on what the dispute is.
Yeah, it depends on what the dispute is.
Sure.
I think the key to it is not being reactive, not blaming your partner,
Listening, huh?
not necessarily listening. What you really need to do is be able to be in control of your emotions, so
Right.
that you're calm enough to be able to talk to your partner instead of being reactive and speaking from a place of a lot of emotion. When we're in that space, that's when we start, the name calling happens, we start getting defensive, or, accusing our partner of things, and they're not going to listen. So it's really being able to just calmly say, here's what I'm feeling, here's what's going on inside of me, here's what I, am needing. Are you willing to meet that need? And our partner can go, well, yes, maybe. And that's where the negotiation process starts.
And what is probably like the best time for somebody to finally realize, look, we need to see somebody, we need help because we fight too much, or whatever it is?
Yeah.
I would say it's before you get married, not after.
Yeah.
But our divorce rate's really high. We've got a
It
50,
is.
we've got a 50% divorce rate on a first marriage. And if you get a divorce, go into another marriage without getting any new skills, you had the same exact skills in the first marriage that you're going to have in the second marriage, the likelihood now increases that there's only a 40% chance you're going to make it.
Oh my gosh.
Right. So it's really about learning the skills. I mean, think about it. When did we in our lives get a class on relationships?
Yeah.
Like never, right? I mean, we
No,
don't.
I didn't take that class in school.
Yeah, we
so-
didn't get that
No.
one.
No,
We didn't get that one.
it wasn't offered. So
Right.
you have to learn the hard way.
Yeah. Well, and I would say, prevent that, be proactive and start before you get married. But, if you're already married and you're seeing where you're struggling over differences, that's typically when the problems start to happen, is over differences. Then start coming right away, because those they're gonna build. If you haven't resolved one, now you've got another and another, and now there's a lot of frustration and hurt that'll start to happen.
The hardest lesson to learn is to figure out what women want and what men want, and they're different things. For example, in my long life, I've learned that women don't always, we're wired as men to try and fix things, right? When there's a problem and the lady is unhappy, we're trying to fix it, when maybe all she wants is for you to listen to her.
Yeah, often a woman
Yeah.
wants empathy,
Right.
to be understood.
Right.
She doesn't really need help in fixing things, and so
Right.
that can be frustrating.
Right,
And so
and
that's just a difference.
We're trying to rescue
You
them.
wanna
and They
rescue-
don't want to be rescued.
Right.
I
They just
think
want to be heard.
that's one of the biggest problems guys have, is they want to like come real quick with a solution or an answer. Like,
Right.
I didn't ask you for your opinion.
I just want you to hear me.
I just want you to hear me. Yeah.
And conversely, women need to understand what men need to feel like they're appreciated
Yeah.
Yep.
and valued,
Very much so.
and they have a whole certain set of circumstances as well.
Yeah, most definitely. There is a difference between how men and women think, and the sooner that couples can understand that, then they'll quit fighting against it. A woman often wants a man to relate to her like a woman, and he doesn't know how. You can teach him, but don't expect that it's going to come natural, because men do want to jump in and fix. And also, women need to know that men want to be validated for their efforts and who they are.
Sure. Let's show I'm excited about this new. Well, it's not a book. It's really more than a book. It's a whole program. It's called
I was gonna say
Rewire Your
audio
Mind
tapes and
for a
stuff
loving
you
marriage, a complete marriage. And I think this is, first of all, that looks great, Anna.
Thank you.
So what's in this program?
So Rewire Your Mind for a Loving Marriage is a marriage transformational system. So it comes with it's a home study program, okay? And it comes with a coaching component. So the home study course comes with a workbook. It comes with DVDs to support you around the
Wonderful.
workbook. And then it has a daily mindfulness guide that you read to support the work that you're doing. Then the other piece of it is that they get a membership into a portal where there's continuing education and support and coaching calls. They get
That's
to
really
meet with me. So this is available all across the world. It's not just something that,
This is brand new too, isn't
and
it?
it is brand new. It actually is getting launched on the 14th of November. I'm doing a free webinar Thursday, November 14th at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And it's called Train Your Mind, Change Your Marriage. That's the name of the webinar. And I'm just teaching about the concept of neuroscience and what neuroscience, what we're finding about the brain and how it's impacting marriages. If you can get control over your mind, you've got a lot, lots going to happen for you. You're going to have a much more successful relationship. So the webinar is free. Anyone can come. I will talk more about the program and the cost of it and what it's all about. So it's exciting stuff. I'm I'm
This is the
really.
neat thing, Erin.
Yeah,
She's
that's
going to be on
awesome.
our program on a regular basis.
Yes, every Wednesday. Right?
Yeah.
I am going to be here every Wednesday. I know.
Well,
That's
good.
exciting.
We're going to help some people, and
We are.
that's what it's about.
We are.
That's what we want. It's great to see you again, Anna.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Thanks.
you so
Thanks,
much.
Yeah,
guys.
I'm excited about this. This is a lot of hard work you've put into this, and
Couple years.
yeah, I'm very excited, and I'm glad we can help you get the word out on this.